peeps? It's your boy, the Penguin, and I'm sitting next to my boy, the Killer Watts.
Right, see, you're learning the Killer Watts.
I'm learning for the show.
I used to be a wrestler, I know what I'm doing. All right, well, so Paul Bowe is trying to get some revenge on us for last month when he interrupted us with our interview with Jack Swagger, and he stuck us in the catacombs of PPW. So hopefully we earn some sort of respect and get moved out of here next month. But we're here with the Man Johnny Moran. Thanks for sitting with us today, my man.
How's it going?
So you're a big deal here in PPW.
Well, thank you. I'm trying to be.
So I guess what the fans want to know is, how did you get started, or how long ago did you break into the business?
About 3 years ago, I trained at a training center. It's called Backbreakers Training Center. I was trained by Justin Glory. Got into the business there. 3 months in, I had a backstage opportunity at WWE. Got to go backstage. I didn't get to be an extra. I had a tryout match. After that, my one main goal, when I started wrestling, from when I was a little kid, my uncle would always take me to the CYC in Scranton. I got on Big Time Wrestling with James Ellsworth, that was on here. I didn't work him. I teamed with Shane Douglas, and then, spoiler alert, next month, I'm gonna be teaming with Ray.
Oh,
crazy!
Wow, and that is March 17th, PPW in Hazleton, Raven, nevermore.
Be here.
So try not to get this wrong. The PPW No Limits Championship is what you are now in contention for.
Just qualified.
So what's the process going forward? There's another qualifying match, or?
It's a double out, so all the guys that did not win tonight will have another chance next month.
Okay.
So me and Sawyer, we won, we already advanced.
Okay.
Now next month, I think it's everyone that didn't qualify tonight will come back again. But there was a lot of guys that weren't here tonight because of the snow.
Right.
So John West wasn't here tonight. He was supposed to be in one.
So the big gimmick here with the No Limits match is that it's always a triple threat, right?
It's always a fatal four-way.
Fatal four-way. Right?
Four-way, there's no weight class, you don't have no height, nothing.
No limits.
No limits.
That's awesome. So then there's another qualifying match next month, and then April 21st, again, PPW in Hazleton is the big final match for that time, right?
Oh yeah.
All right. So
the money's on me, right?
of course.
Yes.
Of course. I mean, who other than the Man, Johnny Moran?
Yeah, I can't bring. Well, see, they used to have this belt here. One of my best friends, Keita Murray,
Okay.
won the first ever No Limits title, and then they took it away, and now they're bringing it back. So it's only right, since my best friend won it, I gotta win it now.
Fair enough.
That sounds awesome.
Right?
That sounds great.
Other than that, PPW here is a pretty big deal in Pennsylvania, I think. But outside of that, what are some of your biggest goals that you'd love to accomplish in your career?
Eventually I'd love to make it to WWE. I would like to make it on TNA.
Yeah.
I love the NWA that's going on now.
Yeah, absolutely.
I loved the NWA when I was a little kid. So those are some of my aspirations, some of my goals right now.
I don't think there's any doubts that you'll be able to make it at some point with one of those promotions. Especially with all the talent that runs through here in PPW.
Yes.
I mean, you're sure to get noticed, I'm sure. So that's kind of what we have for you this month. Hopefully, in the future, we can have you back.
Oh, of course. Anytime you guys
If
want.
you get that No Limits, you're coming right here.
That's fair enough.
Right back here. We're not going to be the catacombs, though.
Is that,
Not compatible.
We're not going to be
is
catacombs.
that fair if we move on up and you get the title?
Yeah, we'll move up together. So in April, we gotta find another area to do an interview.
Fair enough.
I like it.
An exclusive with your future champ, the Man Johnny Moran.
Don't forget it.
What up, peeps? It's your boy, the Penguin, and I'm standing next to my boy, the Killer Watts.
That's right, the Killer Watts. Got it right this time. Thanks. And we're here with ex-WWE superstar James Ellsworth.
Why do you have to say the word X? It makes me feel.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
I have a lot of X's.
I have a lot of
Why,
X's too.
are you
Some of them, however, live in Texas. So. Okay, corny joke. We'll just file that one away.
Break down.
So, I guess some of the fans want to know, what was life like for you before the big pop in WWE?
Well, I was on the independent scene for 14 years before WWE, working my butt off, wrestling places like this, all over the country, going where I needed to go, doing what I needed to do, getting the experience I needed to get to take it to the next level.
Right on. So when you started training, was there a special place that you went to for that? Or?
Yeah, I started training when I was 17 years old, 4 days, fresh off of high school. Out of high school, I did graduate.
Nice.
My trainer was ECW original Axel Rotten. He taught me the ropes, he taught me the respect, he taught me to go out there and get as much work as possible and learn as much as possible, and I miss him dearly.
Awesome. Yeah, absolutely. So when you actually got into the WWE, before the big pop, you've worked with them previously, right?
Yeah, just a couple of extra talent spots for them. I was a Rosebud, it was a cheeseburger. And yeah, I would show up there all the time because 90% of the battle was showing up.
Right.
Yeah.
So I showed up all the time, did whatever they asked me to do, and then finally I got a match.
Yeah, I remember back in the day when I was going around, you would show up to like the arena and maybe they would pick you for.
Oh, you got it right?
Got it, a little bit, not too much. But so you're a Rosebud, so can you tell us who was in the bunny costume?
That particular day,
Also, rotate.
it was George Clooney.
Sounds like bullshit to me. So when you got that pop, can you kind of like tell us a little bit about like what caused that? I mean,
It was, I have a unique look. They gave me 20 seconds of promo time. I'm facing Braun Strowman, the perfect opponent.
right.
And I cut the promo and said, any man with two hands has a fighting chance. I really think that struck a nerve with people. Like, man, this guy, he looks different, and he's trying to fight Strowman, and he's giving it his all. And I really think that struck a chord. It was just a perfect lightning in a bottle situation.
That's awesome. So when you were in like the WWE, did you get to kind of have control of your gimmick as far as like keeping it natural to yourself?
No, I mean, like, it started out, that's James Ellsworth, Ellsworth's my middle name. My first real name's James, so it was always me. I got to WWE when I was doing stuff with AJ and Dean, that was completely me just having fun, being myself. So yeah, like right away it was me. Then when I turned heel, it's not really me, but like I think we made it work and had a great time.
So because you're basically just one of the regular guys who got to live his dream, man. What's your advice to basically all the kids out there?
Man, you can't let anybody tell you can't do it. Like my whole life, like people would try to bully me. I wouldn't let people bully me. So, like they would try, and I would always, hold my ground and fight back. I wouldn't ever start a fight, but if someone started with me, I wouldn't let them. And you just can't. My whole life, people told me you can't. Obviously, I'm living proof that you can fulfill your dreams.
Absolutely. So since leaving, did you forge any like deep relationships with any of the talent there? Or?
Yeah, I mean, I have friends there. Dolph Ziggler's a good friend of mine. Carmelo's a good friend of mine. Shinsuke Nakamura. Kurt Hawkins. There's a bunch of them.
Still keep in contact?
Yes. I'll text those guys a couple times a week. And yeah, just keep in touch. You make friends at any job. It's just like any other job. You make friends.
What was your feeling coming into PPW this week?
Oh man, well a company like PPW, you have the real wrestling fans that come out to independent shows.
Right.
And now that I'm not with WWE right now, that's what I'm looking most forward to, is travel the world and meeting real wrestling fans, because that's what you get at independent companies, the die-hard wrestling fans that just want to...
Super passionate.
Passionate, they want to come watch a wrestling
show. I mean, it's snowing right now. Who comes out?
Yeah, it's snowing, they got a couple hundred people, and that's what I'm ready to do, is meet wrestling fans and say thank you for helping me live my dream.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Do you have any social media outlets you want to plug real quick? Or?
Yeah, follow me on Twitter at Real Ellsworth, follow me on Instagram at James Ellsworth Wrestling, follow me on Facebook, James Ellsworth, and follow my promotion, AdrenalineWrestling.com.
Nice.
Right on. So, guys, James Ellsworth, not ex-WWE superstar, possibly future returning.
Maybe I'm
superstar.
Maybe I am ex-WWE superstar, but maybe I'm also next WWE superstar.
Exactly.
Andrews has lost it all. From leaving his professional wrestling home of Puerto Rico down to personal loss, such as not seeing his children or the death of his mother, Andrews has faced enough adversity in his career that most will dream of. Made it to America, only to lose his job and have his plans fall apart. Losing his job, his ability to see his children back home in Puerto Rico, and losing his home. Andrews took up residency in a professional wrestling gym to keep his head above the ground. It would make sense that the very thing that kicked Andrews down will be the very thing to lift him up again. Professional wrestling.
What's Eddie Pell gonna do? Oh, he just distracted Eddie Pell. Low blow to Skylar Andrews. I can see he gave up the. Oh, that's it! Clutch Adams just defeated Skylar Andrews.
You do what you have to do to be as well, like what you've done already. The TV belt, same I did. I did whatever it should to be right down this spot.
Hey guys, we're back with Hitting the Mat, and I'm sitting here with Lobo.
Oh man, thanks so much for the support.
Copyrights.
Hi Vince.
Here at PPW, man, you're kind of like a rising star, but you've been in the business a while, right? About 10 years.
Recently?
Yeah. You've had your ups and your downs.
Yep.
Is there anything like to that effect that you'd like to speak about? Or?
I mean, you have everything one day and then the other you don't have anything. But that's why I said last month when I turned 10 years, like, this is all I have left. Like, the fans already know, people, not just in Puerto Rico, but also here in the States, they already know what I lost. But I also gained something in return. I gained a new family, and it's the fans. And it might sound cheesy, but it's the reality of the pro wrestler. You're more on the road than you're in your own house. And, people can go ahead and do whatever they want instead of going to a wrestling show. But they decide to go to a wrestling show. They decide to invest. Why shouldn't I go invest and do my best for them to feel happy and comfortable and you know what I mean, and they think that they can leave this building all happy and talk about the show. That's my job, and I'm pretty sure that's most of the other guys do.
I mean, it's like you're an entertainer, but you're more than that.
Yeah.
You become a part of their every month.
I mean, so sorry to cut you off. There's people that go ahead and say, "Are you a pro wrestler or are you an entertainer?" I say both, because I entertain people by doing pro wrestling.
Absolutely.
That's the way it is,
Yeah. Yeah, I don't always agree with the sports entertainer verbiage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
I'm from the old school, kayfabe, pro wrestling, you know what I mean?
But whatever happens, they're still real.
It is.
Look what's going on with me right now.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what happened. I mean, and I know you're about to ask me something that you were asking before we started recording, and it's about Diablo Rojo situation.
Yeah.
About me kicking him out. That was real. To be completely honest, Rojo and me, we've worked already in the past. He's Puerto Rican, I'm Puerto Rican too. But this is time for a change. Like, I opened my heart for the people. It's not being the good or the bad guy. I know it might sound cliche, but the reality of this is that my spiritual animal, just a wolf, they can feel it. They can feel the pain they went through.
Yeah.
That's why they're into it, supporting, because they're not supporting me. They're supporting someone that is a symbol of what is also happening to them.
Yeah.
These fans, you, the cameraman, all of you guys go through stuff. And sometimes, life hits us pretty hard. So that's why I said, whatever happens in there, trust me, man, it's very real.
Absolutely. You go out there and you leave it out. You leave it all out there. And they pick up on that, and they digest it. You know what I mean? It becomes a part of them, and not only does it become a part of them, but it also is like therapy in a way. That,
definitely.
I
don't know what my life would be if it wasn't because of wrestling. Like I said, it's all I have left. I don't have anything else.
Absolutely.
I only have wrestling.
You have to find that one thing that keeps you going. And for a lot of guys, it is this business.
And it's like the article that they did in PPW. If you haven't read it, you can go ahead and access ppwwrestling.com.
Yeah, I'll throw a link up.
They just mentioned, that it's ironic that what actually put me down is what's lifting me up. And lifting me up is wrestling. And I don't like to say like that, but I'm almost homeless. I'm living in a wrestling gym, but that's good.
Yeah.
I need to see the bright side and the good side of it. A lot of people have their background and flowers or a good landscape. No, have a ring.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's how I gotta see life.
Absolutely. It puts a whole new focus and perspective on things. And then with that, internalizing it, there's only one way to go, and it's up.
That's right. That's why I'm going for the belt. I know that's the next question we're gonna ask me.
Absolutely. See, why am I even here?
No, you need to be here because if I have this camera on and people know me pretty well from Puerto Rico, and they know that if I get a camera, I'm gonna start talking and sometimes things ain't that nice. But yeah, you need to be here.
So you are going for the title. That's your goal, man.
I was supposed to face Clutch Adams tonight. Unfortunately, due to weather, it's understandable he couldn't make it. But it's good that I actually cleared my head out, and unfortunately had to kick Yalorobo out because if tonight would have been the title match, I would have seen him trying to help me, and that's what I want. I want to earn things by my own. That's who I am. That's what I've been, right? So everything happens for a reason. Now, wait for this. After the match, you see what this guy, his manager Ryan, he just went and said that you can't Clutch, you can't touch Clutch. Let me tell you something. Clutch and me, we were in the ring before. We killed it in November of 2017, and I was this close to beat the crap. He cheated. Hey, I'm not here to win. We do whatever we had to do to get a victory, to be in the top. He has his reasons. Let me tell you why I respect him as a good competitor, as a good pro wrestler. I was following back in the day when I really wanted to make it to the Ring of Honor journey. The first guy I see is Clutch Adams. This guy's pretty good. Look how the irony of this. 6 months later, now I was facing him in November. So I already know what his game plan is. He already knows what my game plan is. I know what he can give. He knows what I can give.
So leave it all out.
It's not about giving it all, and yeah, definitely. And I'm happy that it's a TV belt.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure that once I get that belt, the ratings will go up. And I don't want to sound cheesy. Let me tell you why. Because a lot of kids back there, they were saying, I want to be like you when you're big. It's like this case, they don't know what I'm going through. But maybe my story can inspire them. Maybe my story can inspire other people. It doesn't matter if it's wrestling or not. You got to follow your dreams and you got to fight hard and fight very hard. Life is going to kick you in the head. You got to give it up, kick out of it, fight back.
Absolutely.
Clutch Adams, you're next.
Inspirational, man. I'm so glad you're on the show with us. And so, Lobo, again, next month here at PPW, Nevermore, March 17th, with Ron Simmons and Raven. Be there.
What about me? What about Lobo? Damn!
And I will be the new team champion.
Now, with nothing left to lose, Andrew runs through his Pennsylvania premier wrestling career with reckless abandonment, literally and figuratively throwing himself into harm's way. For Andrews, it is time to shine, and it's time to put all of the adversity in the past and finally cash in on all of his hard work.
What is good? Your most courageous female athlete. Typical me, just throwing people around.